Name's Dave Reeves. I coach the safeties and the special teams here at Northern Arizona University. Correct. You're a two-dropper if you're not going.
Oh, two-dropper, man.
Yeah.
History?
Coaching history. Started in spring of '87 at University of Montana and stayed there till '99. Then I went on and coached at Utah State for a few years, and then took a head job at a small college called Rocky Mountain College. And then Coach Sowers gave me a call, and I ended up right here at Northern Arizona University.
Would you go out and sign somebody? Huh? What's the competition? Between Lucky and Dosa and Wish, who beat you up the most? You gonna be fighting? Get your pads down. Nice, Marcus. Good, now rip it to finish it. Get off that block. Hey, go ahead, keep. Hey, if you would have done it and thrown that rip, Dejan could have never held on to you that first play that you got mad. No, you didn't. I'll show you on film. Just throw that rip.
Coaching philosophy. I believe you treat these kids as young men and you expect them to act like young men. I will be rough on a kid. I will critique his athletic ability, his technique, his effort, but I don't think you ever get personal with a young guy. I think this is a great age, and you're trying to help these guys not just become good football players, but good men.
Keep your head up on big guys. Good, now finish it, Rob. Give him a good thud. Wrap him up, he ain't gonna hurt him. That's why they gave you all this gear. You don't have swim fins on, hit this guy.
This spring, it's been a little easier than most springs, and a lot of people can relate to this. I have a veteran group coming back. So instead of teaching a lot of coverage work, we're really getting into the details of the game, the down and distance, what technique, those type of things that you can teach older kids that have been around the game more than, say, a freshman.
Hey,
here we go.
Luck, come here.
Let's go.
Wish, come here.
Base, base.
Wish, Wish. Hey, Rob, hey, if we're in pressure zone and you're a two-dropper, he wants you to hand deliver that just like you wouldn't match. Okay. All right? That's what he just said, so let's try that today.
Was someone, like when he did that slant, then I was supposed
then you were,
to say,
yeah, that's what he wants to look at today.
All right, Coach. 11.
The goals for our safeties, I think, is we're working, on the effort and being more football IQ smart, which means, understand the situation before the situation happens. Understand the leverage points of the game and why you're doing something, not just because you're doing something. I think we need to work on some of our too high coverage a little more. We're a pretty good man team, but we also want to be a very good zone team. So we're working on a lot of things that maybe we couldn't have got to in normal spring, but again, we're a veteran group, so it helps.
Hey, you cannot be popping your head.
This is the quietest I've ever seen anything.
Hey, let's go, baby. Come on, Mike. Let's go. Somebody hit someone. Huh?
That's a good form wrap. That's a nice job, Chris Conley.
I would hope they would see, effort, kids that take pride in wearing the school colors. Take pride in singing the fight song. These kids are students first, and they really are taxed on that end. But I think what the fans are going to see are kids that love the game, that get to the ball, and that are smart football players.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was a rip call to start with, right?
Yeah, he did that all the way.
Yeah, it was a really tight formation. We're going to have to end up comboing that at some point. Otherwise, the guys are going to get lost. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Special teams, a word used liberally. I think my philosophy on that is you got to have the team buy into it. Not just some kids, but all the kids. And the reasoning behind that, I think when you watch a game and you're educated in the game of football, you understand that it's a field position game. And with special teams, especially with our kids, Andy Wilder and Hawkins, the way they kick the ball, every play is a 50 yards, a change of field position. And I think when the kids start understanding, wow, these are big chunks of yard every time we do it, I think that's the philosophy you got to have kids buy in. I like the field position game. I think you get the ball back, give it to Zach Bowman or whoever's back there. On defensively, you want to have good field position to make offensive drive the field. And that's sort of the philosophy we've taken here at NAU.
Guys, when you're trying to beat a return team, and you can talk to Battle or anybody else, all right, you go right after him and try to get as close as possible to him. So when he starts to turn around, he doesn't have time to set up. Am I right?
Yep.
Speed kills, and you guys at 1s and 2s have the speed.
Going on my 5th year in Flagstaff, my thoughts on the campus itself is beautiful. There's not many campuses this beautiful in the country, and I've been to quite a few of them. I love the woods. I love the outdoors. I love the laid-back atmosphere. I like that it's a tourist town because there's always something going on. You're always close enough to get to anywhere. And I think Flagstaff is a lot like the campus. There's so much to do. You have to make a choice sometimes on the weekends or on the weekdays. And, you know, it's First Fridays. It's, hey, there's something going on in this town, and I love that. And I also love the fact that when people talk about college towns, this is a college town. This isn't USC stuck somewhere in LA. This isn't, you know, it's a small town with a college atmosphere.